Hello everybody, Cooper here and welcome back to a brand new series on the channel. We're going to be playing some AFL 23 here today. We're going to be playing some of the management career mode. We're not going to be playing in any of the games, but we're going to be taking control of the managerial side of things. This is not a game that I have played before, so I'm very excited to get into it. Now I am a Gold Coast Suns supporter, but before the Gold Coast came into the league, I was an Adelaide Crows supporter. So that is the team we'll be taking control of today. In terms of the settings, I've had a little tinker around with the settings so far, and I think this is basically everything that I want. I'm just going to keep everything on medium, sort of, as I said, not played this before. So I just want to keep this not as easy as possible, because I'm quite new to it. I will tinker it along the way if I need to make it harder. So we'll click advance for now. Now we've got a pre-season game, it looks like, at Adelaide Oval against our rivals Port Adelaide, but I thought I'd take a little bit of time to get to know the team. We'll have a look at the roster, see who is actually on our team. So we've got 46 players here to have a look at. We won't look at every single player because that would just take forever. But we've got Jones here, Chase Jones, who is a bit of a defender, sort of plays off the half-back, back pocket sort of player. He's played a handful of games for the Crows so far. I believe he's from Tasmania, so he looks to be a good prospect for us going forward. Ben Keys is going to be one of our key midfielders going forward as well. He used to play for Brisbane, I believe. So he's 25 years of age. He's going to be one of our key players. Gets a lot of the ball, does a really good job with it. So I'm going to be looking forward to using him. One player that I do want to mention, as I said, I'm not going to go through every player, so I do apologise if I skip over any of your favourites. But Matt Crouch, he's been on the outer with the Crows in real life. But he's signed, I believe he signed a new contract at the end of last season. So it'd be interesting to see if that has been implemented into the game or not. If that's been updated or not, I'm not sure. But he'll be one we'll keep an eye on at the end of the season's end. Riley Thilthorpe is going to be a key forward prospect for us going forward into the future. He's only played the one season so far. Looks like 25 games, 26 goals. As I said, youngster, looks to be a good prospect for us going forward. Rochelle I really like in the forward pocket. He's going to be really good. Rory Sloane, former captain of the club, fearless leader in the midfield, is going to be really good for us. We don't know how many seasons he has left, but he's going to be really good. And then we have Paul Seedsman, who is interesting because he is actually retired now in real life due to concussion difficulties he's had over time. So I'm probably going to let him go at the end of the season. I won't look to sign him to a new contract or anything. I'm trying to keep this as, realistic as possible while trying to, put a little fun little twist on it, my own sort of flavour on the team. John Dawson, he is the captain of the club, plays off the half-back line, is going to be really key for us. One of the premier half-backs in the competition. We're going to be really looking for him to make an impact this season. Tex Walker, another former captain of the club, leading all-time goal kicker of the club. He's going to be another key mentor, some of the other key forwards that we're going to be bringing into the club in the future. McElhaney, I don't think he's played any games as of this point. No, he wouldn't have played any games, but he's also from Tasmania. No, he's not. He's South Australian. What am I talking about? But yeah, another youngster, 18 years old, 78 overall. Going to be holding down the defensive line with a few of our other players. Isaac Rankin, I actually had the pleasure of playing against Isaac in real life as I was coming up as a young footballer. So yeah, he was playing for Flinders Park in South Australia with his brother, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So, but he's gone on and done great things with himself. So he's now playing for the Crows. Obviously spent some time at the Gold Coast. But he's going to be an excellent little gem of a forward line player for us. McAdam, he's one of those players that has left the Crows at sort of this point of real life, so we're going to let him go at the end of the season. Who else are we going to look at? We're going to look at Rory Laird. Sort of getting a little bit older now, Rory Laird. He's 28, so this should sort of be the peak of his powers. He's played 202 games for the club. Going to be really looking for him to really age well into the final phase of his career. Milera, another really good young forward that we have. He's actually probably not that young anymore. He's 25, so he's still young-ish, but he's going to be another really good player for us. Darcy Fogarty is going to be the Tex Walker replacement, I suppose, once Tex Walker eventually retires. But he is going to be an excellent player for us. I also had the pleasure of playing against Darcy when he was playing for Glenelg in the SANFL Under-18, so this is many years ago. So that was good fun. Brodie Smith getting a bit older now. He's 30, so he's going to be playing off halfback, doing a decent job for us. And then we've got a few other names down here. Tom Duday, I believe that's how you say his name. I'm going to let him go at the end of the season, as the Crows have in real life. So even though he's a very good player, I'm going to let him go. But that is going to do it. Oh, there's also Riley O'Brien, who I forgot about. The Crows' Premier Ruckman, 27 years old. Very good, very agile, does a good job for us. So we're going to be looking to bring in a backup Ruckman at some point. Because our only other Ruckman, it looks like, if we filter it, we've only got 2 Ruckmen at the club. It's Riley O'Brien and Kieran Strawn. So, not ideal. We need to get more Ruckmen. But if we look at sort of the team management side of things, we'll skip forward to pre-season and we'll pick the team for this next match. I do want Dawson playing on halfback, not at in the back pocket. So we'll put Chase Jones in the back pocket. But I'm going to try and tinker around with this team to put my own sort of flavour on it, as I did say. So players like Matt Crouch, who currently aren't in the lineup, I will be looking to bring in. We'll put him on the bench for Bond, and then we'll go Crouch in the middle for Saligo. Sam Barry, not a player that I'm too familiar with, but he looks to be a good young player. He's going to stay on the wing for now. Rory Sloane and Ben Keys are going to be the real engine room in the middle there. And then Darcy Fogarty is going to sit at centre-half forward, do a real good job for us. McAdam, there is another player down here, Rochelle, who I'm pretty sure I mentioned earlier. If I can find him. Here he is. We're going to be playing him over McAdam. I just think he's got the more upside, and he's actually going to be at the club in the long term. So he's going to be coming in. And then in terms of everybody else, we might actually take Strawn out of the lineup and bring in Michelini on the bench. And then, because we might actually have Tex as the backup ruckman, because that's sort of what they do in real life. And we might put Seaman on the bench as the sub. We might do that. Can we do that? We'll go set roles, backup ruck. There we go. And then we've obviously got Riley O'Brien as the ruckman. We will get... who do I want to do the kick out? I want Jordan Dawson to do the kick out, so that would be good. He is listed there as a kick out. We've confirmed that, but we want to go to the team management. We want to go to list management. We've got all these little menus that we will be making use of. We've got the player contracts. There are a few contracts I wish to extend going into next season. First of all is Rory Sloane. I know he's getting a bit older, but we'd like to extend him by a couple of years. We will probably look to have a front-loaded contract, so it's a bit more expensive into next season, but it then decreases as it goes into 2025. So we're going to offer him, we might actually give him a 3-year deal. So that we'll offer him that, which he has accepted. So he's going to be staying for the next 3 seasons, which is great. Seedsman, as I said, will let go, and Tex Walker I will also be looking to extend for 3 years on a front-loaded contract. We might just increase that. Actually, we might decrease it a little bit. We'll see what we can get away with. We'll submit that. It is rejected. He wants 532. We can give him 532. That is no problem. And he has accepted that. Beautiful. So Tex Walker and Rory Sloane are all signed up. I don't believe anybody else is expiring. If I have a quick look down my list, there are a few names, but I'm happy to let them go. Tom Duday, here's one of them we're going to be letting go. And then all the rookies down the bottom, we're probably just going to let them go as well, as I don't really see them competing for a starting position at any point. The national draft, mid-season draft, and the rookie draft, we can't access these just yet, so we're just going to leave these alone. A watch list of players, I'm going to eventually fill this up as the season goes on, and we might maybe in the middle of the season or towards the back end of the season, just before the off season, we're going to have a look at this watch list and look at the players that we can look to bring in into next season. Player transfers, this will be empty for now, just because there's no trades or anything going to be available to us. But as I said, I'll be searching through this little list, filtering things out. And so, example, I might be looking at restricted free agents coming up. And these are the players that are going to be coming into restricted free agency. So I'll be having a look and, you know, bringing players in at some point. So, but we'll play this, when I say play, we'll do this pre-season match up against Port Adelaide, where we just simulate the match and then which we lose. I'm not too fussed about it. It's a pre-season game, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. We did lose the game pretty badly in the first quarter. 5-0 is not great. And then it was basically even for the rest of the game. In terms of major ball winners, Rosie had 44 touches, Sloane and Keys had 40 plus. McHenry and Rochelle each kicked 2 goals, and Connor Rosie for Port did kick 3. So that is something to keep in mind. But that is going to do it for today, guys. We've basically gone over everything that I wanted to go over in the first episode. We might get through 4 or 5 games per episode, as well as, you know, contract management, as well as some watch list stuff. And then sort of a season might be worth, you know, 3 or 4 videos in length. So, but that's, as I said, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching up until this point. If you enjoyed the video and are looking forward to tuning into this kind of thing a bit more, feel free to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more, as I said. But until next time, I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!